Quick review of this SanDisk Extreme Pro portable solid state drive. I needed this for work, and if anybody's interested in buying one like this, I think it's a really good buy. I'm not going to talk price in this video though, because at the time you watch the video it could be on sale. It could cost more than I paid for it, but I will have links on Amazon to this product if you're interested. This is the 2 terabyte version. I'm just going to go over a couple of specs really that's already written on the box. I'll open it up and I'll show you everything that's inside there. Before we get into the specs, let's take a look at everything that was in the box. I've already opened it up for you here, and I put the drive back into this piece of the carton that everything was in. So really this is just inside the box. Everything is underneath the drive there. You get a set of instructions here, warranty, different information here regarding, probably tells you not to throw it in the trash, stuff like that. And then you get 2 cables here. One is USB to USB-C to USB-C. The other one is looks like USB-A to USB-C. And then you're going to get the drive. Take a look at the drive itself. This is, like I mentioned, the 2 terabyte version. This thing is very thin, very small. It being a solid state drive too, there is no working disk inside here. And I've got another unit I'm going to compare it to here in just a second. I do like this little loop right here. You can put that around, say, a keychain or something, or use a carabiner hook or something. And then you've got your one connection port here on the bottom. It's got a rubbery type feel here on the back. And then on the face here, it's almost like a dimpled plastic with a rubbery feel all around the edges there. And it's got like an orange aluminum line all the way around, and inside here is an orange aluminum. So as far as specs goes, I'm just going to really read a little bit off the box here. But one of the main reasons I needed this is considered part of their Extreme Pro line. So it says it can take a little bit more of a beating than, say, a normal hard drive. And it being solid state drive, there's no moving parts inside this thing. So I wanted something like that where I don't have to worry about any kind of disk drive or anything failing. It does mention on the box it's up to 2,000 megabytes per second on the read speed, and then up to 2,000 megabytes per second on the write speed. So should be pretty quick for just about anything you're going to need to use this for. Now it does mention that it's water and dust resistant. And when you look on the back, it does have an IP65 rating. I don't know that I would really want to do that with this drive, but that is nice to know that it can resist some of that moisture and some of that dust. But again, they got little stipulations there on the box, probably just telling you don't throw it in water because it may not go but 1 foot in or something, and then it's already compromised. I know the IP65 though has a specific test that it's got to pass, and it reminds you a little bit like there, it's tested to withstand the water flow at 30 kilopascals at 3 minutes. So yeah, if you dump it in water and leave it there, it's not going to withstand that. The other things is it says it's got the lightning fast NVMe technology, so moving files or taking files off of this should be pretty quick. Ruggedized design with a forged aluminum body that protects the solid state drive core and dissipates the heat. Its compact pocket size, I showed you that a little bit. It definitely would be easier to travel with, and I'm going to compare that to one of my old drives that you'll see that. And then it says it's compatible with a range of USB-C type smartphones. So I believe that technology now is where you can plug this into your phone, transfer files back and forth. I'm going to compare this to one of my older hard drives, and I didn't remember the number on the back here, but it is a Seagate Backup Plus part number 1K9A PV-500. It's definitely an older unit. This is a 4 terabyte unit though. And this one actually does have a disk drive internally. When I plug it up, I can hear it. But just so you can see what 4 terabytes older hard drive style looks like versus a newer style 2 terabyte, there's this on top of that Seagate unit. And this used to be one I use a lot, backing up music and videos and things like that. Another thing you can look at is how thin this unit is, the SanDisk unit is compared to the Seagate. And if I stacked them on top of one another like that, if it's going to show a good video of that there. But you can see right here with these two stacked, this thing is unbelievably thin when you compare it to this Seagate. Just looking at the back again, I wouldn't trust this one really anywhere, but just putting it back in your backpack, and you can see how this thing is definitely going to be more rugged, easier to carry, and then you don't have to worry about water and dust getting in this. This specific one here, though, I really wouldn't trust much for that. The only other thing I did not like about the Seagate, this was the only external hard drive that I own that had this different type cable. I can't remember the exact name of this, but it almost looks like a micro USB with some type of a power port cable right here. But this is the only one I've ever owned, and I think this was considered a high-speed cable at the time, but everything has since passed this in multiple generations with USB-C. So that was a big downfall to this one. If I didn't have this cable, there was no way I was going to get files transferred over to this, and now everything going over to that USB-C style is excellent because you're going to have multiple cables like this laying around. I've done other reviews on electronics where everything that you charge, phone or cameras and everything now is moved over to this USB-C. So that is one definite plus side of getting a new hard drive like this SanDisk. I believe they also made this in a 4 terabyte, maybe even a 6 terabyte. Of course, that price goes up as you go. I know I saw one as low as a 1 terabyte. So if you don't need 2 terabytes, I don't know physical dimensions on those others though, as far as how big they are compared to this one, but I can almost guarantee they're going to be smaller than this Seagate 4 terabyte that I have. Hopefully this information was useful or helpful for you, and if it was, please subscribe and share. And that's to the point.